the big challenges for our dining room and really the house in general has been storage. I knew I wanted to add some shelving to the dining room. I've actually been planning to do that for actually a really long time, and I haven't got around to it. I have recently gone and bought 2 shelves that I'm gonna build today and hopefully at least get a sense of what it's gonna look like in this space.
So as you probably gathered by watching the rest of this season of Renters Renos, we're trying to keep things in this house pretty low cost. We're doing a lot of upcycling, reusing. So one of the things that we decided to reuse was the entertainment unit from the living room. It wasn't the nicest piece of furniture that we owned, not even close, so Mum had the incredible idea of painting it and reusing some of the wallpaper from the fireplace to make it into a sideboard for all of our glassware, because we have a lot of glasses. So I'll pass over to Mum now for the DIY portion.
So my original plan when I was like first planning what I was going to do with this was actually to remove the doors for painting and stuff. Only then I discovered how the doors were put together into this and realized that to do that I would have to completely pull the unit apart, and I didn't really want to do that. The hole closest to the edge, that's where I'm going to put whatever handle we put on here in the future, and I'm going to fill this hole so that I have a flat finish. This is like a laminate on top, which is tricky to cover. Think, you know, IKEA furniture. It's not super easy to cover, so you want to give yourself as much odds of getting a good coverage as possible. So remove all the dust and the grime that builds up, and then before you even start painting. So my hope is if I continue like this with a generous coat of the primer, that I will only require 1 coat of the color that I'm putting on it. So that's kind of my plan, is to cover it pretty well with this primer for difficult surfaces, and then flip it over and do the bottom, put the feet on, and then flip it back over, and hopefully only need 1 coat of paint to finish the painting part of this project. Also, if you have a little roller, use that instead. As it turns out, I did not have one that would work, so I'm gonna do it all by hand, or by brush, but you could definitely not. This is it, all with it primed, and now I'm just gonna leave it to dry for about 4 hours, and then I'll flip it over and do the bottom. So the feet have finally arrived, and I'm gonna now put them on, and then we're gonna flip this over, and I'm gonna finish painting before we go on to the next and final steps of making this hopefully a super cute thing. So I took a piece that I actually did not like. I gotta be honest. When it was the entertainment unit, I didn't like it.
But I think as the sideboard with all of our fun glassware in it, it looks really beautiful and it's a really fun addition to our dining room. So we really do have a lot of mugs. In fact, there are 16 hooks in the kitchen now, and my son, who was helping me build it, said, 16? That's not enough. And he wasn't wrong. All right, we have a rug.
Fun fact, this is the exact same table that we already had, but not painted.
That's true. Sometimes you have to make the decision to
Save yourself hours of work sanding and just
Yeah.
buy a new one. This is the dining room.
yay!
Our main, priorities in here are obviously lots of storage, because as you can probably tell, we've got quite the collection of kitchenware, as well as just brightening up the space in here. We had obviously that quite dark wood, and we have the entrance right to the backyard from in here, so it really should feel quite open and bright, in my opinion.
Yeah, and we do spend a lot of time in here. So it's nice to have it be well lit and friendly and inviting.
Yeah.
I'm far more likely now to come in here and to like play games or to do something to sit with the family because it's not so
Sad?
yeah. It's not so sad. So yeah, I'm loving that. I also I have to admit, I love how much of our glassware gets to be on display now. We as it turns out,
Clearly our favorites.
yeah. I didn't know I was such an addict until we started this project, in fact. I mean, I knew we had a lot. But then when we started,
how much.
yeah, we started filling it out and we were like, oh, we have a lot of glassware. So I love now that we kind of get it to be on display.
And your favorite feature?
My favorite feature, I really love the sideboard, but I gotta be honest, my favorite feature is the hanging mugs. As it turns out, have quite a collection. And I just love how it looks and feels to be able to, and I don't miss out. I can use all of my mugs because I see which one and I'm like, ooh, which one do I want to use today? So that's probably
I agree. I think that's really cute, and I think that it's a nice way to showcase something that's important to us, as well as it, being just practical. So.
And at this point, because it's becoming known that I have somewhat of a mug addiction, A lot of the mugs were actually gifts. And so that adds like this kind of extra fun because then when I see them, I get to think of the people who loved me enough to feed my addiction.
So that's the dining room. That's that from us. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to check out the Cough Repair Redbubble page if, like us, you want to keep feeding a mug addiction. There's also clothes and notebooks and things like that as well, so there's definitely something for everybody. If you like the channel, you want to support us, that's a great way to do it. You can also give us a like or a comment or both if you're feeling extra fun. And yeah, thank you for watching.
See you next time. Love you, bye.